Welcome back to the Irish Bandit channel. Welcome back to Mod Monday, where we're playing more Doki Relapse. In last week's episode, we were spending time with Natsuki baking cupcakes, and we convinced her to stay over for supper, and I think we got Chinese, so let's pick up where we left off there. After I finished placing the order, I realized how much food actually comes in the meal. We could never finish it all whenever we used to get it for dinner, and that was split between 3 people. I'd really hate for it to go to waste. That gives me an idea. As I step into the living room, I see Natsuki giggling. You're such a dork, Irish. Well, that's a great way to say hello. I look at the TV and realize she has my Funimation account pulled up. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, you said I could watch TV and this is what was on. Jeez, I don't think I've ever seen a queue this long. This is why I can't have nice things. Calm down, I'm only messing with you. I'm actually surprised at how many of these I've never heard of. Well, I could tell you about some of them if you'd like. I do only observe the finest media after all. Sure. That sounds good. One thing I want to ask real quick. The Chinese order, that's right, comes with a lot of food, and I was wondering if you'd be okay with me inviting Sayori over. Huh? Why wouldn't I be? It's your house after all. Well, that was easier than expected. Sayori happily accepted my invitation to come over and eat Chinese. More than that though, she seemed excited by the fact Natsuki was here. I guess she's worked through some of her insecurities. Good. I couldn't have been made happier by this thought. Other than that, I've been going through and giving a synopsis of shows that Natsuki seems interested in. After several minutes, I'm interrupted by a knock on the door. You didn't have a knock sound for this? Knock.wave? .og? .mp4? MP3? The sound of giggling stops me as I reach for the knob. I have an order for a Mr. Irish. I open the door to see Sayori standing on the other side holding the packages of food. So what did you think? I could be pretty good at this whole delivery thing, huh? You weren't too shabby, though that giggling could use some work. Also, why do you have the food? Oh, I saw the delivery guy arrive when I was walking over here. He said that the food was already paid for, so I told him I lived here. I was tempted to run off with it, but I didn't want to be mean to Natsuki. So you're saying you would have been fine with taking it if it was just me here? Don't worry, I would have brought the leftovers. Knowing you, there probably wouldn't be any leftovers. I thought of that too. What am I gonna do with you? I take all the food from Sayori and motion towards the kitchen. Come on, help me set it in the kitchen before I ban you from eating any. I try to swipe at her, but she slips past me. Natsuki, help! As I follow after her, I'm greeted with a very confused looking Natsuki. Hey, what are you doing? I was just trying to be mean. So you have to protect me. I set the food down and begin opening the packages. She threatened to take the food away had you not been here. Well, it would serve you right. Maybe it would teach you to be humble once in a while. Yeah. How do I always end up outnumbered in these situations? Maybe if you weren't such a meanie all the time, someone might take your side. As much as I would like to fight the both of you, this meanie is starving. You can have fun protecting each other, but I prefer to eat. I see the two of them break apart the second I reach for some plates. What happened? I thought you two were teaming up. Don't worry, we'll gang back up on you after we eat. Right. Man, I can never catch a break, can I? I pass out the plates and we take turns loading them up. Once Natsuki has hers made, I notice she just stands around unsure of what to do. We usually eat in the living room when my parents aren't home, so you can go ahead and take a seat in there. Oh, right. She still seems a little uneasy as she makes her way to the other room. I wonder if she's not allowed to eat outside of the kitchen at her house. How strict is her dad? I focus my attention on my plate to prevent any anger from bubbling to the surface. Sayori finishes getting her food before me and heads to the living room to accompany Natsuki. My mind returns to the negative side of things while I'm alone. Is there anything I can really do to help her out of the situation she's in? If only I knew more of the details, I'm sure I could come up with something. But it's still way too soon to ask. I didn't see all that. But it's still way too soon to ask. Maybe after we spend some more time together. Are you coming? We're not gonna wait forever, you know. Wait. As I enter the room, I see Sayori is seated next to Natsuki on the couch we usually sit on. Something catches my eye as I make my way past them. Neither of the girls have touched any of the food on their plates yet. Huh? You didn't have to wait for me. Eee. Don't look at me. It was Natsuki's idea. Natsuki? Jeez. Don't get such a big head over it. You bought it, so it only makes sense to wait for you. I plop down on the couch opposite them while smiling at her. Wow, I had no idea you could be so polite, Natsuki. It's kind of throwing me off. Just common courtesy. You can choke on the food for all I care. There she is. Guess you're the real Natsuki after all. Would the real Natsuki please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Ugh, can we just eat already? We all eat for a while, with a random TV show serving as background noise. I get an occasional dose of paranoia from seeing Sayori whisper something to Natsuki, and then watching them giggle. I attempt to ask what they were talking about after the second time, but Natsuki just shouted, "Girl business!" While everything else seemed normal, something still manages to bother me. The way Natsuki scarfed down her food when we started eating made me realize just how bad things might be. Yuri invites her to dinner. She ate like she had never eaten before here. And the only other food I've seen her with is stuff she makes in home ec. I've never seen a bruise on her. But how much of a scumbag do you have to be to let your daughter go hungry? If I ever do see that he's hit her, I swear I'll kill the son of a bitch. Huh? I noticed that I've bent the fork in my hand while I was thinking about it. Shit. Hey, language. Oh, sorry. I just bent my fork on accident. Figured swearing might fix it somehow. How do you accidentally bend a fork? I guess by eating Chinese food. More importantly than that, to say, or you not allowed big bad Irish to say bad words? Well, I want Irish to be courteous and I want Irish to be a courteous and upstanding citizen. People like that don't say bad words. Looks like she keeps you on a short. Looks like she keeps your short leash, huh? Leash? Well, anyway. I watch as Natsuki stands up off the couch, grinning. Thanks for the food, but I probably should be heading home. I was supposed to leave a few minutes ago, but now I'm glad I didn't. Do you want us to walk you home? I'll be alright. You better not forget to bring my cupcakes to the festival tomorrow. Don't worry, I won't forget. I'm sure the bloodhound over here won't allow me to take my attention away from them anyways. Hey! I guess I'll see you at the festival tomorrow. Oh, in Irish? Try not to say any more dirty words while I'm gone. Hehehe. Haha, you're so funny. After saying our goodbyes and walking Natsuki to the door, Me and Sayori return to the living room. Instead of sitting down like she does, I pick up my plate and the 2 plates the girls used. What are you doing? I figured I'd go ahead and do the dishes now that we're done eating. Plus, I need to wrap the leftovers and put them in the fridge. Oh. Do you want any help? Thanks, but I should be able to handle it. Consider it my retribution for having such a foul mouth. Sorry if I embarrassed you. I wasn't thinking. It's alright. I wasn't really that embarrassed. Well, I imagine that won't change Natsuki's teasing over it. Yeah, that's Natsuki for ya. Let's just hope she doesn't tell the others. I get the feeling that Natsuki isn't one to keep those things to herself. My shoulders drop a little as I continue towards the kitchen. Hey, try and find something good for us to watch while I'm in here. Anything but another rom-com. I'm burnt out on those. Yes, sir. A thought that I had on my mind all week surfaces as I begin to rinse the plates. Tomorrow's it. The day that Sayori... Surely there's no way she'll do it. She seems like a totally different person than she was. But still, I can't help but worry. Maybe there's something else I can do. Something to guarantee it doesn't happen. I rack my brain for any ideas that might pop up. My face turns red as I remember what I thought about yesterday. No way. With how we are now, there's no way I could ask her to spend the night. Even though my focus is on helping, my face grows hotter as I think about it. Her parents won't allow it, even if they don't know about us being a couple. Still, what other way is there? Sleeping tonight will be impossible with how much I'll be thinking about it. Oh, crap. Even if it is embarrassing, it's for Sayori. I finish up with the dishes and put the leftover food in the fridge. As I walk back into the living room, I try to come up with a good way to tackle the conversation. Being the eccentric human that I am, I vault over the back of the couch and down on the empty cushion. What's shaking, Bacon? Hee. You're such a goofball. Yuri called me weird, and Sayori called me a goofball. Is today opposite day? There wasn't anything good on, so I settled on this. Looks like Sayori picked a run-of-the-mill crime drama. Can't say I'll be focused much on TV anyways. Another question pops in my head as I make myself comfortable next to her. Hey, did you know that me and Natsuki would be making cupcakes today? Huh? Oh, yeah, Monika told me this morning when I sent her over the pamphlet designs. Monika? Was she, She seemed fine to me. In fact, she was actually really helpful in giving me feedback. I see. It's good to hear that. Yeah. I was actually a little worried at first, but she reassured me that she was okay with it. She did? As much as I would like to believe that, I have a feeling she was just trying to comfort Sayori. Didn't Yuri come over today too? Did the two of you manage to finish all the decorations? Well, we got some of them done, but I guess I was a slow worker. I see. She doesn't, she didn't try to... I put my hand on Sayori's shoulder and tried to comfort her. Don't worry, nothing like that happened. She just stuck my finger in her mouth. She came over, we worked on the decorations for a while, and then she left. When Monika told me you were helping Yuri, I was scared. I trust you, but still. It's alright. It's partially my fault. I should have told you beforehand. But with everything that's been going on, I guess it slipped my mind. So don't feel bad or think you're selfish, alright? You're totally justified in the way you were feeling. I put my arm around Sayori and pull her closer. Aww. Sad bun. It is a reasonable thing to worry about when you're dealing with a chick magnet like me, after all. Sayori leans in and rests her head against my shoulder. You really are a goofball, Irish. But please tell me next time. She firmly wraps her arms around my abdomen as she says this. I will, Sayori. I promise. We sit in silence for a few minutes while I mentally scold myself. I should have known spending time with Yuri alone would bother her. Damn it, why didn't I think about telling her sooner? Hey, Irish? Sayori straightens up some and releases her grip on me. Are you scared about presenting tomorrow? I wouldn't say I'm scared per se, but I am a little anxious. What about you? Are you nervous at all? Well, I was excited at first since I really like to perform my poems. But now that it's only a day away, I'm beginning to feel something else. Doing poetry in the club with just you guys is totally different. I mean, what if people don't like my poem and think... what if people don't like my poem, or the way I perform is childish? Poke! Oh, gotta sneeze. Gotta sneeze, gotta sneeze, gotta sneeze, gotta sneeze, gotta sneeze, gotta sneeze. Boy, I love having a mute button on my microphone. Heh. You worry too much, Sayori. You know that? Listen, your poems are amazing. I'm not just saying that to be nice. And I'm sure people are bound to resonate with you, whether you're being bubbly or serious. I don't know much about presenting poetry, but I do know that you're passionate about this. Even if someone doesn't like it, well, screw them. I'll personally fight everyone that attends. If that's what it takes to make them realize how wrong they are. Irish, you always act so tough. Sayori once again pulls herself closer, but this time she doesn't go for my shoulders. Thank you. She whispers this just before our lips meet. Ooh, kissy kissy. As we kiss, I notice that she seems more unsure this time compared to the others. She's leaning at an odd angle, and it appears that she isn't sure what to do with her hands. After only a few brief seconds, she pulls away some. Irish, I'm nervous. Nervous? The way I feel right now, it's... I once again feel her grip on me tighten as she tries to find the words. I don't want to mess things up, but... am I selfish for feeling like this? The weight of what Sayori is saying freezes my thoughts. Is she asking what I think she's asking? I try to cover the panic in my voice as I begin. You're not selfish, Sayori. Not even a little bit. And don't worry. We can go at whatever speed you feel comfortable with. I say this even though my own mind is the equivalent of scrambled eggs. Irish? The quivering of her voice as she says my name makes me feel dizzy. Instead of re-engaging the kiss, Sayori simply rests her head on my chest. Oh. I'm not sure whether I should be disappointed or relieved. Probably relieved. I return her hug and rest my head on hers. I hope she doesn't notice my heartbeat is all over the place right now. We return to our regular sitting positions after a while. I changed the channel to a comedy skit show, try to ease some of the tense vibes in the room. I'm not sure what it is, but as I look at her, Sayori appears more confident. I also realized that after events that just transpired, it'd probably be impossible to convince her to spend the night. Without her thinking I'm just after one thing, that is. Still, it's my best bet to make sure nothing goes wrong. Internal sigh. Hey, Sayori. I've got a question. Sure, what is it? Well, I was just wondering. We both have to leave early tomorrow to help. Both have to leave early tomorrow to help set up the classroom. And I'll need help carrying the cupcakes. I was just thinking that, well, maybe it'd be just easier if you spent the night. Like, a sleepover, you know? A sleepover? I can feel my face reddening to match hers. Yeah. And you better not have any dirty thoughts right now. No! I mean, I was just wondering what your parents would say. What my parents would say. Since it's a school night and all. Yeah, I was about to say. Purity is an important attribute for a gentleman like me to have. You could have fooled me with what you said earlier. Did you say something? Nope, just thinking about how I would ask. So you're okay with spending the night? Yeah, it's been a long time since we had a sleepover. And surely a gentleman like you wouldn't try anything indecent. Isn't that right, Irish? Absolutely. I take it upon my honor to treat women with only the utmost respect. I salute while saying this to honor all the chivalrous who have come before me. I'll head home and ask my mom about it. What about your dad? He's out of town, so you don't have to worry about him coming over and killing you. Not until he gets back, at least. My paranoia that Sayori's dad somehow knows about everything I've done with his daughter heightens. She stands up off the couch, and I do the same. If she says it's okay, I'll grab a few things and come back. Alright, and don't worry if she says no. We should still have time to get everything together in the morning. Okay, I'll just text you if that happens. I lean against the door after Sayori leaves. It's kind of ironic that I tell her not to worry. Lord knows I'm doing enough of it for the both of us. The idea of having to wait until morning to find out if I change anything or not makes me want to drive my head into a wall. I need to think of an alternative. Her mom will probably say no. So what will I do after that? What will he do after that? But we will find that out in next week's episode. I think we're coming to the end very, very soon. So probably not next week, but in the next couple weeks, we're going to be coming to the end of this. I've been going at this series for a while now, like holy crap. But I think we are coming to the end because Monday is when everything hits the fan in Chapter 1, or in Act 1 of the original game. So, but we will find out what happens next week. Does Sayori's mom say yes, or does she say no? Find out next week. How are you enjoying Doki Doki Relapse? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this one. While you're down there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Get an itchy nose. In the description, you're going to see all the ways you can help support this channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, Threads, and Blue Sky. You can get your Irish Bandit merchandise from my Irish Bandit shop on Fourth Wall. You can pick up a copy of my novel Shade Falling on Amazon. You can get that through either Kindle e-reader or on paperback. You can buy me a coffee, where right now I have a goal set up where I want to get some Elgato gear for my PC. You can help make that happen in the link down below. That link will also take you to membership benefits, where for just $5 a month, you can get early access to every video that comes on this channel. You can join myself, Rider Pride 639, and Agent Maverick 86 over on the Level 1 Lounge Gaming Podcast. New episodes go up every weekend. And you can join me over on Twitch every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for whatever. This time around, we're playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know it was supposed to be Rebirth. but there are things that are happening. And I said in a previous stream that I wasn't going to, that I was going to stop doing the Thursday and Friday streams. But after this past Saturday's live stream, it went pretty well. And I think, yeah, I'm going to keep doing the Thursday and Friday streams. They're not going to be like the full 4 hours. There maybe be like 2.5, 3 hours at most. This Thursdays might start a little later, but that's because of some real life things that I'm going to have to do before the stream. But either way, be sure to join me over on Twitch. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, tap the bell and you'll be notified whenever a brand new video goes live. I'll be back on Friday with more Friday Fantasy and the original Final Fantasy VII. Oh, we are at the Temple of the Ancients, which means we're getting to the point of the game that I absolutely hate. But, we will get more into that on Friday. And then, like I said, we got more stuff coming on Twitch. And if you ever miss a Twitch stream, I upload my Twitch VODs to this channel. So they come live every Saturday and Sunday evening. So be sure to check it out. There's going to be a full playlist of that. Until then, have a great week, and I will talk to you again very, very soon.